Well, hello there. I'm Anthony Henderson, speaker extraordinaire. And I'm going to speak to you for a moment about being pregnant with possibility. Before I actually get into the content, I want to take a moment and acknowledge N.A. Jones, who is the author of the book with the exact same title, Pregnant with Possibility. I've never read the book. I don't know who N.A. Jones is. I can't tell you anything about the book. But I was looking for some imagery, some artwork, and I like it. So shout out to N.A. Jones. There's some free pub for you, some free marketing for your book, Pregnant with Possibility. So let's rock and roll. Did you know that there's amazing potential in you? Did you know that? Did you know that there are gifts, there's talents, there's dreams, there's businesses, there's health, there's freedom right now inside of you? You know, when you look at a pregnant woman in their very early stages, I should say, of a pregnancy, you can't even tell that she's pregnant. You can't tell there's something on the inside. She doesn't look any different. You know, she's able to wear the same clothes, the same routines, the same habits. She has the same energy level. You're not able to tell from the outside that there's something going on the inside, right? You can't tell that she's pregnant. There's absolutely no signs outwardly that she's having a baby. And because there's no outward signs, you know, there's nothing that's different about that person. You may begin to think, well, you know what? She's not pregnant. Or you're not pregnant because you know what? You look the same, right? You look the same. You can't see that on the inside that a seed has taken root. You can't see that on the inside, the conception has occurred. But let's fast forward a couple months down the line during that second trimester, second or third trimester, you're going to start to show. Okay? The pregnant woman's going to start to show. She's going to start to gain weight. That stomach going to start bulging out. She's going to start to have cravings. She's going to have certain desires and be even more moody, if that's even possible. She'll start feeling something kicking on the inside. She'll start feeling something. Then she'll start seeing something. The kicks, the movements, her stomach's moving and things. You know, she starts to feel it growing. Now, you still haven't seen the baby. You still haven't physically seen the child in person, nor even held the baby. But guess what? The baby's on the way. And because the baby's on the way, that mother, that pregnant lady, she doesn't worry. She doesn't fret. She knows the baby's on the way. 9 months after conception, she'll give birth to that child. She'll give birth to that baby. And so it is with you, beloved. You're pregnant. You're pregnant with possibility. You may not realize it, but you're pregnant with all kinds of potential. You're pregnant with gifts and talents. You're pregnant with strengths, dreams, inventions. You're pregnant with cures, abilities, increase. You're pregnant with businesses. You're pregnant with more. More of what, Anthony? More of what the world needs. You're pregnant with possibility. In the words of my mentor, Mr. Les Brown, Mamie Brown's baby boy, Hall of Fame speaker, there's greatness within you. And in the words of yours truly, speaker extraordinaire, you're a star, and you've been created to shine. You see, just because you don't see anything happening right now, that doesn't mean it's not going to come to pass. No, not at all. It doesn't mean that at all. You see, that seed of greatness is on the inside of you. It's taking root, and it's starting to grow. That shine is getting brighter each and every day. You see, there's all sorts of possibilities that lie within you. All sorts. And just like a pregnant woman in her early months, she doesn't see any physical signs of a baby, but there's all sorts of possibilities inside of you. You may not see any signs right now. You may not have closed any deals. You may not have, no one may have not bought your good and or service for your business. That does not mean that you have made a bad decision. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work. You just have to carry it to term. I'm reminded of Steve Harvey. He slept in his car for 3 years. He was homeless for 3 years. Now you can barely come on the television and not see him. All right. But he didn't give up on his pregnancy. He delivered. He carried it to term. Tyler Perry, no different. 7 years before he actually made it. Slept in his car for a few years. All right. But your time is coming because you're pregnant with possibilities. And it's time to shine. Well, it's taking too long, Mr. Motivator, Mr. Inspiration Station. You don't know my situation. I've been through way too much. Well, your attitude needs to change. It really, truly does. Your attitude needs to be like, I can feel it. I can feel it. There's something going on the inside. You're pregnant with possibility. Greater is he that is in me and you than he that is in the world. You're pregnant with abundance. You're pregnant with strength. You're pregnant with know-how. You're pregnant with financial acumen. You're pregnant with business savvy. You're pregnant with possibility. So what should you start to do? You got to start living with expectancy in your heart. And when you live with expectancy in your heart, you will give birth. It's just a matter of time. Start acting like it and start living like it. Right? And see, there's some things that you just can't do no more because you're pregnant. All right? You just can't do it. Can't do the same things that you used to do because you're pregnant with possibility. Can't take it to the head no more. Right? You can't get sloppy drunk because it'll affect your pregnancy. You don't want that child to have fetal alcohol syndrome. You can't do the things that you used to do. You can't be with those that are not on your level. Listen to me closely. And I'm going to say that again. You cannot hang on a regular basis with those who are not on your level. Because eventually they're going to bring you down. All right? Live with expectancy in your heart and you'll give birth. You can't be jealous. Another tip, that you can't be jealous or envious of those who have already given birth. You can't. All right? They got pregnant before you did. They realized their potential before you did. All right? But you can't get jealous. You can't be envious because they've already given birth. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to start hanging with people, all right, who have already delivered or are about to. That's what you do. You start hanging with them. Let me show you what that looks like. Start hanging with them. This is what it kind of looks like here. Okay? Start hanging with them. Now, again, he's obviously not pregnant, but he's hanging with somebody that is. And he's acting like he is. So eventually he's going to start to feel and know that he himself is also pregnant with possibility. Hang with people who've delivered or are about to. As iron sharpens iron, so should friends sharpen the countenance of each other. But again, we got to stop hating. Stop hating. Stop hating. Stop, you got to be happy for your brother or sister. Because if God did it for them, guess what? He can do it for you. He's no respecter of persons. He's just not. But your hate, your jealousy, your envy, all it's doing is blocking your blessings. So stop hating. Be happy for your brother. Be happy for your sister. Because what God made happen for them, he'll do the same for you. I was reading in the basic instruction before leaving earth in the Psalm 7, and it says that the ungodly are pregnant with trouble. Pregnant with trouble. Now, thankfully, they're not referring to you nor me, but the ungodly are pregnant with trouble. So rather than being pregnant with trouble, lack, depression, sickness, doubt, fear, or unbelief. Rather than being pregnant with those things, I want you to know that you're pregnant with possibilities. You're pregnant with favor, you're pregnant with talent, and you're pregnant with victory. That's right, you have the victory. Now, it may not look like it. It may not look like it, but you got to believe in your spirit that conception has already occurred. You got to know in your knower. You may not see any changes for a while, but you're winning. Your winning season is right around the corner. You're pregnant with possibilities. That business that you got going is about to start kicking. All right, that dream is starting to move. Go ahead, say out loud, say, I'm pregnant, because you are. You're pregnant with possibility. Now, if you're watching this video, you can see me, and I unfortunately cannot see your amazing, pretty self. I can't. But I don't need to see you to know that you're pregnant with possibility. I don't need to see you. And so what I want to encourage you today is to stop the negative self-talk. Cut it out. And I mean right now. Don't do it. Stop aborting your pregnancy. Okay? Because you're pregnant with possibility. You're pregnant with success. You're pregnant with achievements. You're pregnant with ideas. That seed that God has put on the inside of you from birth is still there. It's still there. So start watering that seed. Start nurturing that seed so you become all to which you've been created to become. Pregnant with possibilities. I have a question before I give you the 3 takeaways or the 3 action steps. So the question is, what you pregnant with? What are you pregnant with? What are you pregnant with? Now, as you can see, I have a husband and wife team there. So is there a baby in there? Or is that ice cream? What you pregnant with? Because see, what eventually ends up happening is, and I alluded to this a little bit ago, that you'll start to look and act like who you fellowship with. Remember I said you can't hang with people who aren't on your level, people who don't have any goals and dreams, people who aren't going anywhere real fast, okay? You can't hang with them because you'll start to look and act like who you fellowship with. If you hang with people who are pregnant with possibility, though, then you'll start believing that about yourself. You start then looking like that, which in fact will propel you to act like that. You're pregnant with possibility. So let's take away these 3 action steps, right? So the first thing you want to do is this. Don't judge what's in you by what's going on around you. Don't do it. Don't judge what's in you by what's going on around you. Don't do it. Don't give up. Don't quit. I mean, I understand we're in a global pandemic. There's a lot going on, right? But don't let what's going on around you get inside you and kill your seed. Huh? My. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, I want you to envision a ship. When you think about ships, have you ever wondered why some ships sink while others stay afloat? Have you ever wondered about why is that? You see, ships don't sink because of the water that's around them. Not at all. Ships don't sink because of all of this around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. That's right. So don't let what's going on around you get inside you and kill your seed. Don't let what's going on around you, all this chaos, all this mass confusion, get inside you and weigh you down. Don't do it. You see, I'm your inspirational doula. I'm your motivational midwife. Yes, I am. You see, I'm going to help you carry this thing to term if you let me. Because you have something that the world needs. You're pregnant with possibilities. And if you let me help you, I'm gonna help you carry this thing to term and deliver the goods. Takeaway number 2 Takeaway number two. Takeaway number two. Don't let your external situation poison your internal aptitude. What's aptitude? Aptitude is your natural ability to do something. That's what aptitude is. And we all have a natural ability to do something. So you need to start doing something. Don't let what's going on the outside cause you to abort your mission in life. Don't do it. You're pregnant with possibilities. You know, things are going to start moving. Things are going to start growing in your life. That baby's about to start kicking. And before you know it, it's going to be time to deliver. Action step takeaway number three. It's time to give birth to something that's going to take you higher than you could ever imagine. All right? It's time to give birth. Setbacks, disappointments. Yes, I know they're there. I have them all the time. Setbacks, disappointments, haters. Absolutely. All these things that you got to deal with, the setbacks, disappointments, the haters, all those are just labor pains. That's it. They're labor pains. But it does not negate the fact that you're pregnant with possibilities. Out of your belly will flow rivers of living water. You don't need people to like you. No, you don't. You don't need people to follow you. You don't need 1,000 fans or followers or subscribers. You don't need people to give you a break. No, because everything that you need is already there. Believe that you got what it takes because the power is on the inside. And as I close this video, I want you to know that you are capable of amazing things because you are pregnant with possibility. My name is Anthony Henderson, speaker extraordinaire. I am Linda D's firstborn child, reminding you that life is God's gift to you. And what you do with that life is your gift to God. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.